Today's testimony was sent to us by a sister who died and was shown what happens to people in the spiritual realm while masturbating. Kindly watch this video to the end to fully understand her experience. Also, if you are seeing this channel for the first time, please kindly hit that subscribe button and turn on your notification bell icon so that you will be the first to be notified anytime we drop a new video. If you just did that, may God bless you. Now let's begin. My name is Esther. I am 37 years old, a middle school teacher, a wife, and a mother of 2 energetic boys. I live in the bustling city of Chicago, where life moves fast and demands never seem to end. Every day, I juggle lesson plans, grading papers, parent-teacher meetings, and the endless responsibilities that come with being both a mother and a wife. It's exhausting, but I love my job, and I love my family even more. If you met me on the street, you'd probably see a woman who has it all together. I have a stable career, a loving home, and a faith that has been my foundation for as long as I can remember. To most people, I might seem confident, strong, and even unshaken. But the truth is, what people see on the outside doesn't always tell the full story. For years, I carried struggles I never spoke about. I learned how to push through stress, smile when I felt empty, and pretend everything was fine even when it wasn't. I convinced myself that as long as I kept moving forward, as long as I fulfilled my responsibilities, nothing else really mattered. But deep down, I knew something was wrong, something I couldn't quite explain. What I'm about to share with you is more than just a story. It's an experience that changed me forever. It forced me to confront the truth I had ignored for years, and it might just challenge the way you see your own life, your own struggles, and the choices you make when no one else is watching. That night started like any other. It had been a long, exhausting day at school. Teaching middle schoolers is no easy task, and while I love my job, some days drain me more than others. That day had been one of the tough ones. A difficult parent-teacher conference, a few classroom disruptions, and the usual stress of balancing lesson plans, grading, and making sure I was present for my family. By the time I got home, all I wanted was to unwind. But even after helping my boys with their homework, getting them ready for bed, and sharing a few quiet moments with my husband, I still felt the weight of the day pressing down on me. When I finally crawled into bed, I was beyond exhausted. My body ached, my mind was foggy, and all I wanted was to drift off into a deep sleep. But something didn't feel right. There was this strange restlessness inside me, like a nagging feeling in the back of my mind that I couldn't shake. I couldn't put my finger on it, but it was there. Maybe it was stress. Maybe it was exhaustion catching up to me. I told myself that sleep would fix everything, that in the morning, I'd wake up refreshed, ready to take on another day. I closed my eyes and waited for sleep to take over. But instead of falling into peaceful rest, something happened that I still struggle to explain. At first, I felt a strange pulling sensation, like I was being lifted out of myself. I couldn't move, couldn't open my eyes. A deep panic started rising in my chest. My breathing became shallow, each inhale feeling weaker than the last. My heart pounded as fear took over. Then everything went black. Not the kind of darkness you experience when you close your eyes. No, this was something else. A void. An emptiness that felt deeper and more real than anything I had ever known. In that moment, I knew something far beyond my control was happening. I wasn't dreaming. I wasn't just falling asleep. I was dying. In the darkness, I felt weightless, as if I no longer had a body. It was a terrifying realization. I wasn't asleep. I wasn't dreaming. I was somewhere else, somewhere beyond anything I had ever known. Then, in an instant, everything changed. The darkness parted, and before me stood Jesus Christ. There are no words to fully describe what it felt like to be in his presence. I had prayed to him countless times, read about him in the Bible, and heard his name spoken in church. But nothing could have prepared me for what I was experiencing now. He wasn't just a distant figure from Scripture. He was real, he was alive, and his presence was overwhelming. It wasn't just the way he looked. It was what I felt. There was a power around him that was unlike anything I had ever encountered. It was a perfect balance of absolute authority and endless love. I felt small, exposed, like every part of me, every thought, every action, every hidden struggle was laid bare before him. Yet, at the same time, I felt safe. I wasn't afraid of him, but I was in awe. His presence was pure, holy, and so powerful that I could do nothing but stand there, completely undone. At that moment, I realized that everything I had ever known about the spiritual world was real. Heaven was real. Hell was real. Sin was real. And standing before Jesus, I knew that nothing in my life had been hidden from him. Then, without a word, he began to show me things that would change everything I thought I knew about myself. As I stood in the presence of Jesus, time seemed to lose all meaning. I wasn't just standing before him. I was being shown my own life, piece by piece. It was as if he had pulled back a curtain, revealing moments I had long forgotten, moments I had ignored, moments I had excused. At first, the images flashed quickly: childhood memories, teenage years, choices I had made as an adult. Some were good, but many were moments I had justified to myself as small, insignificant. Then the images slowed and the focus narrowed. I saw one sin in particular, one I had always considered private, harmless: masturbation. It was something I had never thought much about, something I had pushed to the back of my mind as unimportant. But now, standing before Jesus, I saw the truth. It wasn't harmless. It wasn't private. Every time I had given in to that habit, it had done something to my heart. It had created a wedge between me and God, a slow but steady separation. Jesus didn't say a word, but his eyes told me everything. He wasn't showing me this to shame me. He was showing me so that I could finally understand. Sin wasn't just about breaking rules. It was about what it did to my soul. It distanced me from him, clouded my mind, kept me bound when I was meant to live in freedom. And now, standing in his presence, I knew I had a choice. Would I continue to cling to my sin, or would I finally let it go? Just as suddenly as I had been pulled into the spiritual realm, I felt a force tugging me back. Then, in an instant, I was back. My eyes snapped open. My chest heaved as I gasped for air, my heart pounding so hard it felt like it might burst. My sheets were damp with sweat, my body trembling from what I had just experienced. Looking back, I see how blind I had been. But in one night, everything changed. Jesus revealed my sin not to condemn me, but to set me free. And that freedom is now mine. Dear friend, if this video has touched your heart, or has blessed you in any way, please kindly give us a like and comment "I am free" in the comment section. If you just did that, just know that your time has come. Don't forget to share this video to your loved ones and subscribe to our channel for more of this content coming your way. Until next time, remain blessed.